playoff game, though. Jordan Love, no touchdowns, 3 interceptions, no receiver for the Packers, had more than 45, 46 yards. The Packers, though, acquired Matthew Golden, 4.29 receiver out of Texas. He just made his debut at rookie minicamp. Is that enough to take the Packers and Jordan Love over the edge?
I don't know if one piece is enough, but it helps. When you have 4.29 speed and you look at that really depth chart of receivers, you have Romeo Doubs, Jaden Reed, Matthew Golden, Dontavius Wicks, you got Christian Watson coming off ACL. They might be the deepest receiver core in all of football and the youngest receiver core in all of football. So I think it helps, right? Anytime you can add weapons to a receiver room, you're going to do it. I love what Matt LaFleur is doing. It's obviously the first pick they've used on a first-round pick at receiver in a really long time. Jordan Love, to me, has to be the thing here. He has to be the catalyst to take the next step, to take his game to multiple playoff wins. That's what the next step is. Is Matthew Golden going to help win multiple playoff games? No. But I do believe it comes down to Jordan Love's play on the field.
Cowboys.
Yeah. This is an interesting topic because, you guys know I'm super, super high on Jordan Love. And I really believe in Jordan Love's talent and his abilities. I think about all the different things that I want to see Jordan Love be able to do to, like, achieve the levels of greatness that I believe him and the Packers can do. Because I really believe Jordan Love is that special and gifted thrower of a football. But I kind of just had this aha moment. Because in the past, I made multiple videos, a lot of videos, talking about how much I want them to use their tight ends more. And that Tucker Kraft has to be. I mean, like, he was so great, but so underutilized that it's criminal. That it's criminal, especially when you compare him to the other tight ends. And I just think that needs to be his security blanket and his ultimate connection. But that's something that Jordan Love lacks with this team, right? Is the guys that he just knows I can go to, I can trust. Like, yeah, I'm trying to scan the field, but, like, I know who I truly want to get the ball to. It's just not clearly defined, and it hasn't been like that for Jordan Love. We know Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, or Tyreek Hill all the time, or now Travis Kelce, Xavier Worthy, or Rashee Rice. Like, it's so clearly defined, and the connection is clearly there. Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown and Devontae. Like, it's just clearly defined. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and honestly, for Jordan Love and the Packers, it was kind of just like, I know there's depth at the receiving core, but then there's just kind of a little bit of lack of clarity of where am I going with the ball? What am I looking for? What am I hoping to achieve in this game, in this drive, on this down? It becomes more freestyle, at least in the passing game, than you would want it to be. Which, again, that's why I keep saying Tucker Kraft. But I really would love to see Matthew Golden and Kraft just ball out, right? Literally have a Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill level type year. Not exactly like how the style of play and whatnot, but just like the way how we talk about it, where we're like, this trio is special. This trio right here is what every team wants to try to find. You need your quarterback, you need your tight end, you need your wide receiver, right? Like that's the conversation that you want everyone to be talking about. Right? We always talk about, like, oh, well, you need a great head coach and you need a great quarterback and then you need an O-line and defense. And it's like, you want the conversation to have everyone start chasing, okay, I need a wide receiver and I need a tight end and I need the quarterback. Like, those are the 3 steps. You don't even need to have a great coach, right? Like, you just need to have those 3 things and blah, blah. Like, that's how great you want this trio, this core to be. That's what I'm looking for. Can they do it in year 1, bringing in Golden? We'll see. That's probably more up to Matt LaFleur than anything, honestly. But I just want to see them all evolve together. I want to see more games where you go, they're on the same wavelength. Those guys are speaking the same language, right? Like, that's what we saw with Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and Patrick Mahomes. I mean, it was the greatness felt effortless. Honestly. And it was connected. You could see everyone doing their part. When we look at some of these other great players like a Justin Jefferson, a lot of times you're like, that's Justin Jefferson. That is Justin Jefferson. More often than not, you really were able to see kind of the collection of, Mahomes, Tyreek, and Kelce. And then again, even in the future, Kelce, Rashee Rice, Mahomes. So That's really what I'm looking for more than anything. I want Jordan Love to know who his main targets are. I want Matt LaFleur to know who his main targets are. I want his main targets to know who they are. This offense needs to get more clearly defined. And when it does, you then crank up the volume. And then it's just like, yeah, try and stop us. Like, everyone and their mother knew, yeah, Patrick Mahomes wants to get the ball to Tyreek Hill. Everyone and their mother knows, yeah, Travis Kelce is his go-to get out of jail free card. Everyone knows that. But the connection was so strong. The game plan was so strong. The off-the-script chemistry was so strong. It didn't matter. It did not matter. That is what you want the Packers and Jordan Love to be able to get to do. And it's all of them. Really, I keep saying trio, Matt LaFleur included. It's the four of them. It's how do we make this special? You make that special, then you start winning serious games. You start winning serious games, you start getting to Super Bowls. You start getting to Super Bowls, you start winning Super Bowls. Right? This thing starts to snowball and spiral in a positive way very quickly. Very quickly. Last season, Colin Cowherd said that, he thinks Jordan Love is essentially like on the level of Patrick Mahomes, that he's going to get there, sooner rather than later. He now went back on that, but that is what he said. And the reality is if that's true, well, then it starts with this. It's not like, well, let's just give him a good old line and some protection and a good defense and he'll find his way to win. And it's like, yeah, some quarterbacks are like that. And I made the argument that if Jordan Love was a little bit more of a game manager, had a little bit higher level game management skills, you can find a way to win that game against even the Philadelphia Eagles. Like Jalen Hurts was an absolute game manager in that game, and because of that, took care of the ball, had some very key conversions, and they won the game. And that if Jordan Love had a little bit more of that in him, you can win the game. Like, you need to be able to. Patrick Mahomes has won Super Bowls doing that. So is Tom Brady. Like, everyone needs to do that. And some quarterbacks, it really fits their skill set. Jordan Love's special is really kind of like, I can literally make every single throw all over this field. So I would like to be able to see a foundation of that before we start saying, okay, let's put him in a management situation. Because when to kind of keep with the example of Jalen Hurts, like Jalen Hurts has shown he can manage the games, he can win the games with his legs, he can throw the ball all over the field. If you need him to throw for over 300 yards, he can do that. If he needs to run, he can do that. If he needs to only throw the ball 20 times, he can do that. Right? Like, he's shown that he can be able to, if the name of the game is like, we just need you to not turn the ball over at all costs, he can do that. And these are still things that Jordan Love is developing and growing. I'm not expecting Jordan Love to be a ready-made elite quarterback, consistently an elite quarterback, start to finish here. I'm not necessarily expecting that, which is why, my mind is going more towards right now, especially with the draft, with the draft pick and whatnot, and me pleading with the Green Bay Packers to prioritize Kraft more. I'm like, this is the trio, man. This is the trio. The Holy Trinity. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think? Do you think Jordan Love can take the next step? And if so, do you think it'll be dependent upon Matthew Golden? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.